that? The Arc A380. So, if y'all remember the PC I did a couple of months ago, this guy, that boy right there, the Optiplex 5060. Remember that? We're going to be putting an Arc A380 in it, low profile. It's amazing how small this card actually is in person. You don't know until you actually hold it. But today, this thing's going to be playing big boy games. Not no little puny games like Minecraft, maxing out that stupid K2000. Big boy games. So, a little bit of what I was talking about. That guy right there. Gets real mad. Yeah. It's smoking. Yeah, that's not good. 2 grueling hours of trying to get that one chip switched over on both of the motherboards did not work. So, board 1, the donor board. Look, real clean removal, right? Real clean. This one's unusable now. And then there's board 2, the board that actually fits in here, that it needed the part. This is where I screwed up. My hands decided to be extra shaky than what they regularly are. I took the chip off and then dropped it, messing up the pins, breaking some off, and as you know on these, these are impossible to fix if you break off a pin. So, yeah, I've got another motherboard coming in, and I already know it's gonna take a while. So, cue the Mark Rover music when it actually gets here. We're in. Isn't that just amazing? While that's installing, can we please talk about how only 0.9% of you are actually subscribed to me? I'm not even mad. I'm more impressed. How do you get under 1% of viewers subscribed? That makes 0 sense. So subscribe. We just hit 100 subscribers, so I should get more views. Alright, so I got my game drive, the big boy HDD that I have in mine. That is 2 terabytes. So let's just slap this in there, reboot it and all, and then get some real games loaded up on there. Alright, so I got my game drive hooked up, and I'm going to be operating this enclosed, so I kind of get a relative equivalent of like the temperature reading in there, and how much that's going to affect the FPS in long-term gaming. Okay, so I got the graphics set up all the time, and we're running at 1440p on an Arc A380. it's doing pretty good. Like, this is Frontlines on Roblox, a really, really hard game to run, especially when it decides not to load all the textures. Still doing really good. Like, this is more than playable, and this isn't even a 1440p GPU. Still getting over 60 FPS. I never even touched anyone I lost, but this just shows exactly how much an A380 can actually do. I mean, this is a 1440p 165Hz monitor. It is not going to drive this thing to the max. So I finally got some FPS numbers. So in the loading, this is what we're getting. Barely any usage on the GPU. Spikes on the CPU. It's actually really good. Really smooth. Really responsive. On the battle bus, we're getting around 142. Something right around there. Sudden drops and everything. And then actually dropping in, we get some drops, but then it spikes right back up. Then a little bit closer to the ground, you get higher FPS as everything loads in. Of course. On the ground, you get insane FPS with minimal usage, around 60 to 80% on both. So it's pretty good. But overall, Fortnite, pretty badly optimized for PC, but still runs really good. Okay, so we got Quake 2 RTX, global illumination high, and all of these. Let's see how it runs. Yeah, not great. Saying this card actually has ray tracing cores. It's pretty horrible, not gonna lie. My 1080 did this way better, and it doesn't even have RT cores. But for how tiny it is, that's pretty impressive. CPU like 0, 11 FPS. Yeah, my 1080 did this way better. And for OpenGL, it locks 1000 FPS, barely even drops. Just insane and all, but RTX really tanks it, even on a game that looks as horrible as Quake 2. So anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. Comment what you think about this. Rate it like 1 out of 10, something like that. So now, instead of a $300 Optiplex build, it's a $400 Optiplex build. Rate it 1 out of 10 in the comments. Make sure to subscribe and like. Really helps out. So, see you in the next video. Also, you should go check out the first one, like the first $300 Optiplex build. You should really check it out. It's pretty cool. I use like a lot of copyright music, so might want to like look into that, but it's pretty cool.